Welcome to Little Wonders Learning Center, where children come to learn, develop, and grow. Whether you're new or just brushing up, this video will walk you through a typical day in our infant class, from drop-off to pickup, ensuring every child receives quality care and every caregiver feels confident and supported. Let's begin with the drop-off process, where your relationship with parents and children begin. When parents arrive, always greet them warmly at the door and engage in friendly conversation. Building strong, positive relationships with parents is key to ensuring a successful day for both the child and caregiver. Ask parents about the last time their child ate and when they may need to eat next. This helps you plan for the child's needs throughout the day. If a child arrives asleep in a car seat, remember that they must be moved to a crib within 5 minutes of arrival. It's important for the child's safety and comfort. Check that all personal items brought from home, like bottles, food or milk, binkies, and blankets, are properly stored and labeled. This ensures that they are accessible when needed. We adhere to a 1 to 4 caregiver to child ratio, meaning one caregiver for every 4 infants. Unless sleeping, infants must have positive interactions with a caregiver at least once every 20 minutes. Ensure children are not in bouncers, swings, high chairs, or jumpers for more than 20 minutes. We want to encourage free play, tummy time, and interactions to help develop essential skills. Respond promptly to any infant showing signs of emotional distress. If you feel frustrated, place a child in a safe space and walk away. Ask an admin or another caregiver for help if you need a break. It's crucial that no room is left unattended without an authorized caregiver. Each child follows their own individual schedule. Pay close attention to their cues and needs, as every child has unique routines and preferences. When changing diapers, feeding, or playing with the children, be sure to sing and talk with them. This enhances and enriches the environment. Diapers should be checked and changed every 2 hours or immediately if soiled. Don't forget to check diapers after a child wakes up from nap as well. While changing a diaper, always keep one hand on the child. Never leave them unattended on the changing table. Diapering procedures should be posted by all changing tables. The following chart shows how to properly change a child's diaper. First, start by washing or sanitizing your hands. Second, gather supplies and prepare changing area. Third, remove the diaper and wipe child. One swipe per wipe. If necessary, put soiled clothes in a Ziploc bag. Next, throw away the diaper and wipes, and then wipe your hands and child's hands with a baby wipe. Next, place clean diaper, and if necessary, apply diaper cream with a tissue or clean glove and throw away. Redress child and wash their hands. Wash and disinfect the changing area. Last, wash your hands. Cloth diapers must be stored in a waterproof container with the child's name clearly labeled. They should not be washed at the facility. Also, make sure to inform parents when their child is running low on diapers or wipes. It is important to wash hands often to keep our facility clean and prevent the spread of any disease. For children, including infants, hands must be washed upon arrival, before and after eating meals and snacks, including bottles, after diaper changes, after contact with a bodily fluid, before using a water play table or tub, and when coming in from outdoors. If the infant cannot hold their head up on their own, you may use a baby wipe or soapy washcloth to clean their hands. For caregivers, hands must be washed upon arrival, before handling or prepping food or bottles, before and after eating meals and snacks or feeding a child, after using the toilet or helping a child use the toilet, after contact with a bodily fluid, when coming in from outdoors, and after cleaning up or taking out the garbage. When washing hands, it is important to follow proper hand washing procedures. First, wet your hands using clean running water. Second, apply liquid soap. Next, rub your hands together vigorously, covering all surfaces away from the flow of water for 20 seconds. Then, rinse your hands free of soap under running water. Turn off the faucet and dry your hands with a clean, disposable paper towel. Each classroom is equipped with 2 sinks. One sink that is used exclusively for the preparation of food and bottles, and hand washing before food preparation, and another sink that is used only for hand washing after diapering and non-food activities. Feeding time is an essential part of our day. When handling breast milk or formula, ensure bottles are prepared by swirling the milk and testing the temperature before feeding. It is important that all infant caregivers understand how to properly store and handle breast milk. Bottles or bags of breast milk must be labeled with the child's name and date and must be immediately stored in the fridge or freezer. Never re-thaw frozen breast milk, and always thaw the oldest breast milk first. Once breast milk or formula has been thawed and warmed, it must be used within 2 hours, unless stated otherwise on the formula's directions. Each infant classroom should have handling and preparation instructions posted for reference. When feeding an infant, never prop a bottle. If a child is not able to hold their bottle on their own, you must hold both the child and the bottle. Discard any milk after 2 hours. If food is brought from home, make sure it's labeled with the child's name, date, and time. Any food that requires refrigeration should be kept cold and discarded after 24 hours. For infants on solid foods must be cut into pieces no larger than 1/4 an inch to avoid choking hazards. Be sure to wash and sanitize all bottles and high-chair trays after each use. For the safety of the children, please be sure to buckle them in high chairs and other stationary pieces of equipment. It is important to know and understand the infant feeding guidelines as directed by the state's Child and Adult Care Food Program. Please speak to your center director for further training on these guidelines. Infants must always be placed on their back to sleep, with no loose blankets or items in the crib. Swaddling should only be used if the child cannot roll over. Once they can roll over, swaddling with arms restricted is not allowed. Each crib must be clearly labeled with the child's name, and sheets or personal blankets should be washed weekly or when soiled. However, any item soiled with a bodily fluid must be sent home to be washed. Infants should never sleep in bouncers or swings. If an infant falls asleep in a bouncer or swing, they must be promptly moved to a crib. As the day comes to a close, make sure all paperwork is up to date, including food logs, weekly sheets, and all about my day slips. Parents rely on this information for the child's well-being. For explicit instructions on how to properly fill out all required paperwork, please follow up with your center director. Communication is key to ensuring all parents feel comfortable placing their child in our care. Upon pickup, make sure to greet the parent at the door. Inform them on their child's day. Let them know how they ate throughout the day and when they last ate, how they napped, and how their overall day went. If you need to bring up a concern, use the sandwich method. Start with a positive, address a concern gently, and end with a positive note. Don't forget to inform the parents if there are any items needed from home for the next day, including diapers, wipes, food, and extra clothing. Before leaving, ensure all toys are picked up and properly stored. Toys and diaper genies must be sanitized daily, and the diaper genies should be emptied each night. For further cleaning instructions, please see your center director. Thank you for completing this training. Remember, consistency and attention to detail are essential in providing a safe, nurturing, and developmentally supportive environment for every child in your care.